Hi, good morning, Nepal. Good morning, all the people watching us live today. I would like to welcome you all to our yet another special live session about studying in the UK. And as you can see on the screen, we have very popular name in the market, Mr. Puneet Makhotra, who is education expert in the UK education for a very long time. I believe like it's already been around 20 years you are in this industry, especially for UK, right? So
Yeah.
without any delay, I would like to welcome you, sir.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to our show. And I want to pop up on the screen our uh, welcome. Uh, okay, especially to you and whole team. Uh, Mr. Puneet Malhotra, dear viewers, is the regional director for the University of Northampton, which is a great university in the UK. As we had him in this live session during our personal session back in 2020, that was in July, I guess, and today also because now things have changed a lot, and people have been moving around, like in Nepal and India and many parts of the world. Of course, like taking into consideration the safety measures against the COVID. And the good news is like vaccine is in the market. So that's the great news to share with you all. And sooner or later, of course, we're gonna get the vaccine. And I'm here in the United States, and of course, we are here to get the vaccine. And in the UK, the government has approved, I guess, three vaccine as of now.
No, correct.
Yep. Yep. Like AstraZeneca was the latest one. Before that, they had Pfizer uh, 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 and the Moderna as well. So we have many others on the queue, and here in the United States also, these are also approved one, and they are considering AstraZeneca to approve soon. And Johnson is also like coming with great news about their single dose vaccination. Let's see, like many will be coming in the market, and globally it will be again a better world for us all. And
But let's
okay.
this thing gets over very quickly.
Mhm.
But in India also the vaccination has started in 3 days. I think they've done 3 lakh vaccinations.
Yeah, that's a great news.
We're
Yeah.
about exporting the vaccines to Nepal and neighboring countries also from this week.
Yeah, I was about to like explain about the same thing. Like India has been the like kind of power factory, like for all this vaccine like AstraZeneca and many, because even Bill Gates Foundation has the factories being sponsored. And because we have students mainly from Nepal and India and South Asian part of the world. So I think like having India approving those vaccines in this period of time, that means the population around and inside India can be more hopeful getting the vaccine sooner. Thanks for adding that, sir. And uh, yes, we are very excited, like to continue this program. And thank you very much for your time. And we're gonna start this.
Always a pleasure.
Uh-huh. So I received the information from Sweta ma'am and also from your like UK office that now we have got the approval for some programs at the postgraduate level for SME
Three
intake.
programs are going to run in the May intake. 17th
Hmm.
May the courses will start. And
Hmm.
only yesterday evening we've got a further confirmation that all the three programs will have a placement year
Oh wow!
option.
All those four programs, three programs.
Three programs. So the freshers MBA,
Hmm.
MSc Project Management, very popular with engineering graduates.
Hmm.
And the third is Masters in Accounting and Finance. And
Yeah.
Nepal particularly is a good market for accounting and finance. We have a lot of students who do BCom, who want to
Hmm.
do, or who've got some banking experience and want to improve their options. So basically, it means the student will be able to get a 2 years visa for the study. They
Hmm.
only have to pay for the first year of the program.
Hmm.
Second year, once they get the placement, there's an admin charge of £500 because it has to be a supervised placement.
Right.
You won't charge a tuition fee in the second year, unlike other universities.
Hmm.
And then they will be eligible for the 2 years post-study work visa also.
Wow, that's a great opportunity.
Especially for masters, you pay the fee only for 1 year, or they can come for the regular 1 year option. Both are available. They
Okay,
can come
great.
for 1 year option and then go straight to the job market for the 2 years post-study work visa.
Hmm.
One thing which I would definitely recommend to everybody
Hmm.
is although we are able to give IELTS waiver,
Mm-hmm.
but from 1st January, a lot of visa rules have changed because UK has come out of Europe
Mm-hmm.
because of Brexit. And even Europeans who want to take up a job in the UK now need an IELTS.
Mm-hmm.
So my personal recommendation is, and there is ample time. There we are only in January. We are talking of middle of May.
Mm-hmm.
So for PG programs, the IELTS requirement is IELTS 6.5 overall
Mm-hmm.
and 6 in writing minimum. In that
Yeah.
case, getting a visa is also much easier because it's an evidence, especially for people who
Mm-hmm.
are coming back to education after a gap of say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or longer period.
Mm-hmm.
We've had students who are coming back to education after a gap of 10 years,
10 years. Wow.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now, that's the beauty of the UK education system, that there's no upper age limit.
Mm-hmm.
You can have like we had a student who had like 20 backlogs but still was able
Oh,
to get the visa. The
that's great.
backlogs are not negative as long as
Mm-hmm.
you complete your course successfully. That's
Mm-hmm.
most important.
Mm-hmm.
And once you have an IELTS, it's an evidence to the visa officer that look, I'm a genuine student. I genuinely want to come and study, and
Mm-hmm.
that is the reason I've taken an extra exam.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody would take an IELTS. And
Exactly.
Nepal is a very strong market. We've had in the past also we've had a lot of Nepalese students who got like IELTS 7, 7.5, even
That's
8
right.
back.
Yeah. 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 Our
So
strong. Yeah. Our
that's
English is
the
strong. Yeah.
market, and this is my recommendation to the students because a lot of students do this mistake. Consultants would say that don't take an IELTS, we'll get you an IELTS waiver, and they think yes, it's easy to come to the UK without an IELTS. Well, you can come to the UK without IELTS, but
Mm-hmm.
the real problem starts when you start looking for a part-time job in the UK.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
the primary reason for that is a UK employer will not understand Nepal education system. They will not understand Indian education system, whether it
Right.
is CBSE board or ICSE board
Mm-hmm.
or even other state boards in India, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And moreover, the exam that you take in 12th only checks your writing skills. There's
Ah.
no evidence of reading, listening, and speaking skills.
Okay.
So if you guys go onto Google,
Mm-hmm.
those are the students who are listening me or counselors who are listening me, if you go onto Google and type the word
Mm-hmm.
Tier 2 Sponsors List UK, the
Okay.
first link to open up will be the Government of UK website, that gov.uk.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a PDF register of companies which you can download.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be surprised, there are more than 33,000 companies in UK which are allowed to hire international graduates.
More than 33,000. Wow.
Yes.
Those international graduates. Mm-hmm.
But to apply to any of these companies, if you don't have IELTS, you can't make an application.
Uh-huh.
So
That's right.
suppose a student takes an admission to a university without IELTS
Mm-hmm.
and then starts looking for a job, that's where they start facing problem.
Mm. Yeah, you're
Strongly
right.
do not make this mistake to come without IELTS. Even if as a university we are giving you an IELTS waiver, even if we are giving you and we give very good scholarships up to 30% of the cost of the course.
Mm-hmm.
We are the third university to be formed in the UK after Cambridge and Oxford. So the
Wow.
original Northampton campus was formed in 1829.
That's a long
That's
time back.
long, long time back. None
Uh-huh.
of us were born that time, right?
Right. Exactly.
Only 2 years ago, 2018 September, we
Mm-hmm.
started a completely new state-of-the-art, absolutely modern campus
Mm-hmm.
called the Waterside campus.
Mm-hmm.
My request to all the students who are interested, or even the staff, is that go to the website of the university, which is northampton.ac.uk. As
Mm-hmm.
you scroll down the middle of the page, there is a link which says "Take the 360-degree virtual tour."
Mm.
So you can actually see what the classroom looks like, what social distancing measures the university has taken with regards to COVID, what facilities are there. Like the entire university is a one-way system now, so that
Mm-hmm.
people don't cross over
Uh-huh.
and proper distance is maintained. Only one person can travel in a lift at a time, things like that. So we've taken all the precautions.
Okay. Great.
Classes are happening both online and offline.
Great. Okay.
Because of the second surge of COVID cases,
Mm-hmm.
students who have joined in the September intake or January intake,
Mm-hmm.
they are studying partial online and 2 days in a week by batch. They are going to the classroom.
University. Okay.
And I think by the time the May comes in, the whole purpose of announcing a May intake was that
Mm-hmm.
vaccination has already started in a big way in the UK.
Yeah, that's true.
And even in India, the government is doing it pretty fast, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope things get under control and there are no more complications. But this is something nobody could have thought the whole world will go into a lockdown because of a virus. But as long as you keep yourself safe, maintain proper social distancing, you quarantine yourself, then flights are also operational. People are allowed to travel. Although the advisory from the university is that travel after 22nd February. And the
Hmm.
reason for that is for the January intake, not for the May intake. May is
Hmm.
is open, and that's after February in any case. But
Hmm.
for January starters, the reason they're saying that is because they want to vaccinate most of the people by that time.
Uh-huh. So
UK is not
as
a big country like India, so it is easier to vaccinate the population.
exactly, because like we found some of the students like confused about that travel ban, which is
Yeah,
imposed until like you said, middle of February, but which is expected to lift it off because this is about controlling the new surge and just trying to find out what exactly it is, and then how dangerous it would be like. But again, people, the scientists are claiming that, or the vaccine makers are claiming that the vaccine, this vaccine is still works for the new variant as well. So
correct.
yeah, and then again, we can be hopeful of like all these developments as from last few months to now, like there have been so many developments in regards to this treatment, sorry, vaccines against COVID-19. And like you said, this is only for temporary time, but for coming intakes like May, and the largest intake September, that
Yeah.
gonna be super cool in this way.
There are only three courses. September, there will be more than 200 courses.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's the biggest intake, and we look forward to it.
Undergrad only runs in September. We don't have an undergrad in between. And
Yeah.
this maybe next year because the university is moving to a trimester system even for undergrad.
Mm-hmm.
It
Trimester
means
system. Okay.
in next January possibly we might have an undergrad, especially in business courses.
Uh-huh, that would be great because there will have
Uh,
options.
we might have some courses which will run in January.
Okay, great. um and Punit sir, you've been processing the application from your regional office,
Correct.
and how is the process, we got the queries, like you can
A
see.
student need to contact you. Your team will first check their documents and everything. We need
Mhm.
proper, clear, colored scans of all the educational documents.
Mhm.
Uh, a valid passport, which should be valid at least for a year or longer.
Mhm.
Otherwise, by the time they apply for the visa, if the passport is running out, then it delays the whole thing. So we strongly recommend you check the validity of your passport first. And at the time of the application, they have to give an authority to both your company and my office
Mhm.
because of GDPR rules. The student has to sign a third party consent form, which is normally in my name
Mhm.
as a regional director because we take care of all the applications from South Asia region.
Okay.
So even if a student puts an application directly to the university, that comes to our office. No
Right.
application processed directly by the university for this region.
Okay, great.
We will guide the student about the visa process. Of course, you have a very good team which takes care of all that. But we are there to support the student. Northampton, only yesterday I got a news from our vice chancellor.
Mhm.
We've been shortlisted as the amongst the top 10 most preferred university in the UK for PG courses.
Okay. Mhm.
So value for money and also the kind of support that we provide.
That's great news. And
We will
actually
look
you do. And then I have done some research about Northampton, and of course we are very impressed the way you are offering the services, the programs to the international students. And again,
like I
yeah.
said, we have scholarships of three bands 10%, 20%, and 30%. That
Wow.
really depends what is the achievement of the student at undergrad level if they're coming for masters, and
Hmm.
in the 12 or plus two if they're coming for undergrad programs.
Okay. um,
But we are good, strong. I think every year we get around 15, 20, or even like I remember 2 years ago we got 48 students in one intake from Nepal alone.
okay. So as you can see on the screens, Pulitzer. So can we talk about the academic requirement, then followed by all this English requirement, and then so that would be easier
Well,
for our viewers.
they are from Nepal. And if they are from CBSE board or Nepal board, if they have above 70 in English, we can give an unconditional offer,
Okay.
provided we meet the rest of the criteria, which I think has already been mailed to your office.
Right. Yeah, we can share with this.
Uh,
Yeah.
we normally expect a minimum 55% in their bachelor's to
Mm-hmm.
give admission onto our master's program. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, if they have between 60 to 65, they get 10% scholarship, 65 to 70, 20%,
Mm-hmm.
75 and above, they get 30% scholarship. So that will depend upon
The
the
academic. Okay.
bachelor's. The
Mm-hmm.
good thing about these placement programs is that the university would assist the students to
Mm-hmm.
find a placement.
Mm-hmm.
So guide them, even the way a CV should be written for a British employer, right from that stage. And coincidentally,
Mm-hmm.
luckily for people from Nepal, I would say, the lady who heads the entire placement division for the whole university,
Mm-hmm. He's from
her
Nepal, I
name
guess.
is Sherpa.
Oh yeah, you told me last time, and
Yeah.
yes, he's been helping the Nepalese kids. Yeah.
She went from Nepal as an undergrad student to Northampton.
Uh-huh.
Then she did her master's in our university, and now she heads the entire university placement department, both for domestic students and international students.
Oh, thanks for having someone from Nepal. So it
It
feels cool.
makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference because that
It does.
local is always important. If you
That's
have
true.
some, we have like we have different societies on campus, and we have a Nepalese society.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of festivals are celebrated,
Yeah.
uh, like
Food,
National,
cultural. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which is a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's the gets them connected with their country and the culture in such a way. That's cool. Uh, See, you just also talked about English proficiency. Just want to ask you quickly, English proficiency that you are accepting IELTS, PT, or even like TOEFL. So,
PT requirement, the UKVIA has changed, so that's much higher. They need minimum 70 overall.
mhm,
I think
for the
it's more
masters.
difficult to get 17 PT than 6.5 in IELTS.
Hmm.
Personally, I would recommend an IELTS over a PT because a UK employer will understand IELTS more easily.
Exactly, that's true.
It's a British exam. It is
Hmm.
conducted by the Cambridge University or IDP Australia, but
Hmm.
they follow the British education system.
Right. So I got this from Sweta ma'am the other day. Like postgraduate, you have the IELTS requirement of overall 6.5, not less than 5.5. But in writing, you have to have six.
Required, yes.
Okay. And the same way, if it is PT for postgraduate, overall must be like 70 with not less than 59. But again, with writing, it should be 65, right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah. But again, like you said, like many of the employers are familiar with IELTS system. So
Correct.
we'd encourage the students to take the IELTS. And I guess, this should be,
With PT, you cannot go for the tier 2 route.
that's also one problem, actually. Yeah.
Yes,
It's not
yes.
about just getting in there.
अगर आपको पैसा इन्वेस्ट करना ही है और एग्जाम लेना ही है
Uh,
तो आप आईएलटीएस कर लीजिए ना व्हाई आर यू टेकिंग पीटी इन दैट केस इट्स मोर
that That's so true. Because it is widely accepted by like the university, not just the university people, but like when you go for internship or those practice or even to be hired by the companies.
although CBI has approved PT but
Mhm.
employers don't understand PT.
Oh yeah, that's correct. And everybody has heard of like IELTS, and only like few people at employers level maybe like they are hearing about this. Anyway,
Correct.
thanks for confirming. And like you said, our Nepalese students also have got a very strong English background. So 7.5, like these are the like scores for masters that we can expect. But again, like
Correct.
our requirement for Northampton is less than that, like 6.5 with 6 in each band. Let's say that is better. All right, that's thanks for this. Just in case, Puneet sir, like if someone got like each band 5.5 with overall 6 point, let's say like they are weak in one component or two. Any like you could say.
Pre-masters we don't recommend.
All right,
We
okay,
have a problem for pre-masters.
all right, okay. That's.
There's a reason for that, and
Mhm,
I'm actually on the panel of the British High Commission in Delhi, where
mhm,
we talk to the High Commission and the team, the entry clearance officers. Just
mhm.
excuse me for a sec. I'll have to just pause the camera for a sec.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So basically, what happens? You
Hmm.
see, the cost of a 1 year English course in the UK is
Hmm.
around £10,000.
Hmm.
How much would a student pay for doing an IELTS coaching in Nepal or India for a month?
It's just like let's say in pound, about like 120, like just for test registration, for taking the class, it comes around 50 to 75 pounds.
Let's say
So
100 pounds if they go
okay.
to a good institution. So
Hmm.
if you're taking a coaching for English for the full year in Nepal, it's only costing you 1,200 pounds.
Exactly. Yeah.
And even if you take three attempts,
Hmm.
you spend another maybe 500 pounds max.
Hmm.
So less than 2,000 pounds, you can learn English in Nepal.
Yeah.
Or why would you come to UK just to learn English as a language and pay 11,000 pounds for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, that doesn't make sense to me as well. Right? So.
On my last visit to Kathmandu, I think a couple
Mhm.
of months ago, before this COVID thing happened,
Mhm.
uh, I was staying in a hotel and I met a person who was a Chinese person and he was bringing students from China to Nepal to learn IELTS.
Oh wow! See, Nepal is a good hub. Like in that sense, like we have good instructors, institutions. So yeah, you were right because like it's just not about getting to the UK, rather like getting prepared for the expenses that are unnecessary sometimes. Like you just
The
mentioned.
visa officer is looking at genuinity of a student.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're a genuine student, you
Mhm.
would put an effort to improve your English within your home country.
Mm. Yeah, that's pretty fair because when you have that options in a home country, then why would you choose to go overseas and spend a lot of time and money, like for the same little thing? Let's say 500 pound versus like it even could be 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pound depending on the universities.
You can't justify that answer to the visa officer.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's.
that's why, every year we process close to around 1,200 applications from India. For
Hmm.
this, India means the South Asia region, and
Right.
we don't take a single application for pre-masters or pre-sessional English. We don't encourage that.
Okay. Yeah, we need a strong and very genuine student. Thanks for verifying that. Okay.
Because if the visa officer refuses a visa for pre-sessional English,
Hmm.
then you're actually stopping your growth. Don't do that mistake. I would not recommend that.
That's true. So, like about like one of the main requirements, if somebody has a gap, you would require a CV as well as work experience or something.
Gap is not an issue.
Okay.
Uh, they need to write a good statement of purpose. They can even show a family business. That's the beauty of the UK system.
Mm-hmm.
Gap is
Yeah.
not counted as negative. Backlogs is not counted as negative. If
All
you've
right.
done a bachelor's through distance learning, even that is given full weightage.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So, of course, and the CV, if you got like something to like elaborate about yourself, SOP, like yeah, we at Bradford, of course, like have that sort of like guidance services to our students.
One thing which has recently changed in the UK application process,
Mm-hmm.
visa officers are now asking we once we issue unconditional offer to the student,
Mm-hmm.
student has to then coordinate with my team in
Mm-hmm.
India or
Mm-hmm.
through your team. I have to do a WhatsApp video call interview with the student and do a credibility interview.
Credibility interview. Yeah, yeah. I was going
If
to ask that question. Yeah.
till the time they don't pass the credibility interview, they cannot pay the tuition fee. We don't allow payment of tuition fee till that time.
So once you find like okay, the student is eligible, then you'll issue a conditional offer, meaning that they
Correct.
have to go through other steps, including that credibility interview. Uh,
No, conditional offer, we won't do credibility interview. They have to be
okay,
in the
or unconditional before paying. Okay.
conditional offer to pay the fee. It mentions on the offer letter
Mm-hmm.
that, that the student is required to take the credibility interview.
Mm-hmm.
Only after passing the credibility interview, they can pay. And I'll tell them there and then whether you passed it or not.
Yeah, I think that's also a very good, like way to prepare themselves when they will be asked by the High Commission people. See.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're coming for an MBA to Northampton, what research have you done about the UK?
Mm-hmm.
What research have you done about other universities offering the same course?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you choosing UK as a destination?
Mm-hmm.
And why are you choosing one particular university you want to come to? Whether you want to come to Northampton or go to Bedfordshire or
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Somebody else.
Southampton, wherever the student wants to go.
That's right.
So
Like
basic research is required.
So it's a little bit about like their research, like about the programs and other providers, as well as
Exactly.
their preparedness with the funds and other stuff would be like their know-how, knowledge on the program that they want to pursue the higher degrees in the UK. Correct.
But the good thing is, because of Brexit, lot
Hmm.
of European people have gone back because they could not speak English.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's true.
there's going to be a vacuum in the market
Hmm.
for graduates, especially those
Hmm.
who can speak English. So this is a golden time to come to the UK as a student and maybe settle there later on, like you're settled in the US now.
Yeah, so there are always a option, like, because when you have most of the European people not getting that privilege, like in the past from this year, that means you are going to have a gap.
Same queue as you and me.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, that's true. So so Northampton, like, like officially has tied up with like a number of companies, or like how do you support the students for placement year, like you said, through our.
Guide the students about how to find a placement. Of course, the effort has to be done by the student. No
Hmm.
university can guarantee them a placement. But if
Okay.
you Google it, the UK average graduate employability rate
Mhm.
currently is around 76%.
Okay.
Northampton graduate employability rate for past 10 years has been above 94 to 96%.
Hmm.
It fluctuates between 1% either side, 94 and 96.
Okay, that's
So
a
even
greater
international,
employability.
like we are the number one university in England for graduate employability.
Hmm. I believe if I can touch about your personal, like family members, then I believe your own daughter is also uh,
I went to Northampton way back in 2005 to do my MBA. Then I was working with Dixon's Group in the UK for 3 years.
wow.
They appointed me as country manager for India in
Hmm.
2008. Then, immediately within 3 months, I was told to take care of Nepal because I don't need a visa to come to Nepal.
Hmm.
And within a year, I was made the regional director South Asia. So
Wow.
now we look after the whole admissions for India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka.
Yeah, that's a great thing that you've been like doing, and then it's a great opportunity for us all, like in helping our students.
More than 12 years myself working for them. My daughter
Okay.
went to Northampton. She did her MBA there after doing a BBA in India.
Hmm.
And she is now working as country manager with University of Wollongong in Australia,
All on,
but
yeah.
based in India. She's doing
Hmm.
exactly the same kind of job role that I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
My son currently is in RC Munji final year of his BSc Economics,
Hmm.
and it's one of the top premier institutes in India.
Yeah, kudos on you. That's a good parenthood, and of course, like
Now, whether he'll come to Northampton or another university, that's time will tell. But
uh-huh.
he's also looking at UK as a preferred destination, and he's been to other countries also as a tourist, but he likes the UK more personally.
Oh yeah, because that's our alma mater. uh,
You put down a very good point there that UK is planning to have more than 600,000 international students by
mhm,
2030.
correct. Yeah,
So
this is absolutely great news. Hmm.
currently, it's around 3,500, 3,50,000 students currently.
There's still thousands of students, yeah, like are to be welcome in coming years. Why I'd like say, like put this on the screen, because like our students would like to know, because when you relate the situation back in 2008 through 2012, like the situation was different, and then they were a little worried, like with these new changes by the UK government, they might just want to change anytime they want, or what it is like, or what is the economy demanding
Well,
for the new workforce. So
if you are a good student and a genuine student, there's always opportunity for you.
exactly, that's true.
If I take
So,
my own example, I
mhm,
have been working with the same university
mhm.
since 2008 till to 2021.
Yeah, yeah, it's not so easy, but
Offers from other universities who've tried to pull me out and give me a better offer, but Northampton always tried to retain me back.
yeah, you personally loved it, and then like you continue with the same, and that's a
Yeah.
great to hear from you. Yeah, that's a good lesson anyway.
Wherever you work, whether you work in Nepal, whether you work in India, whether you work in UK or for a international employer, everything is result oriented. And if you are able
Exactly.
to deliver the desired results, then they will never leave you. They will. That's the beauty of the British system, that they're very friendly and very supportive.
Hmm.
They don't discriminate. It's a misconception that people will think, I'm from India, I'll not get the job. It's not like that.
That's
If you're
true.
good, you get a job. And you
Yeah,
have to, as a student, you have to prove yourself.
of course, because the way how the students will be treated, like they won't be treated like somebody is from one particular country or a specific market. Rather, like they put together with the students from all parts of the world. So that means equally treated, and the
Correct.
opportunity is also like shared with everybody. It just needs your like talent. Let's say like you must be competent, and then there is no discrimination by race, color, like country, creed, those sort of things. That's true.
One thing which I observed in Nepal particularly, there are a lot of
Hmm.
students who are very good in computing skills.
Hmm.
Computing is a popular program in Nepal.
Right.
And we do have some programs jointly running with the NAMI College in Nepal.
Yeah.
Northampton offers its degrees in Nepal through NAMI.
Hmm.
But why I'm mentioning this? Because there's a town called Milton Keynes, which is only 20 minutes from Northampton, and that is the IT hub of UK.
Hmm.
So suppose you've done a bachelor's in IT or computing in Nepal, you can come for masters in project management. A lot of IT company needs good project managers to handle those projects, IT projects.
Hmm.
And you're only 20 minutes from the IT hub of UK.
Yeah,
The
20
cost
minutes.
of living is almost 40% cheaper compared to London.
Yeah. Hmm.
That makes a massive difference when you're coming as a student. Every pound counts that time.
Exactly. Like you are still like close to the big city, and yet
Yes,
like you are pursuing a like higher degree at that one of the like best universities, and you are like having a relaxed life compared to big cities. That means you are actually saving a lot budget wise, and also like focusing more on your studies. That's what I like about like going to the places which are not so expensive yet, like very quality life and quality education.
yeah.
That's true. So about tuition, so like how much like on an average for postgrad program for now?
Um, for May intake, the fee will be the same as January and September.
Uh-huh.
So currently, the fee for MBA is 14,750 pounds,
Okay.
and MSCs like MSc Project Management or MSc Accounting and Finance, it
Uh-huh.
is 13,750.
Hmm.
But for next September, there's an increase of 250 pounds in each in both
Okay.
the. So MBA will be 14,900
Hmm.
and MSCs will be 14,000 pounds.
Both MSCs, right?
Yeah, both MSCs. But the good thing in Northampton is that if the fee goes up, the scholarship automatically goes up because our scholarship is percentage based.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
If you have 100 rupees, then you're getting 30 rupees off. If you're paying 200, you're getting 60 rupees off.
Okay.
So it doesn't make much of a difference.
Okay. So did I hear correct? Like it is 13,000.
No, MSc is just 13 is 14,000 for you just I think typed it wrong. It's 13,750 currently for May intake,
Oh, okay.
14,750 for MBA.
14. How much?
14,750 pounds for MBA
Oh, okay. You talked about the increment. Yeah.
and MSc is just 13,750. This is for the May intake.
All right. So that's for
Correct.
me. All right, great. Because like you said, like all these four programs has like got the placement programs, right?
Correct.
So this is great. So for the next year, $500, £500 is charged, right?
Next year, yes. When
Okay,
they
next
get it, because the way the placements work, the student is put under the supervision of the course tutor
year. Hmm.
into an industry where they do industry-based research.
Okay.
They get paid normal salary as an employee.
Hmm.
At the end of the year, they have to submit a report of around 2,500 words both to the employer and the university, and it is marked.
So
You are learning. Basically, you learn in the classroom and then you learn in the industry, and then you
right.
combine the two together.
Okay, so when do you take these programs? Let's say first year it's like fully like let's say like in class kind of like could be online or on site in class study, and the next year you'll be taking the internship.
Even in the first year, they're allowed to work 20 hours per week during term time, and
Mhm.
they can work full time during vacation. 3 months is a vacation in 1 year time in any case.
Exactly.
You have
And
Easter break, you have Christmas break, and then you have the summer break.
summer break, yeah. And for the next year, only a small fee charge that is 500.
That's a nominal supervision cost. That's it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think everywhere it says like that. And for the post study work, again, like that comes
Yeah,
after that.
one very important thing that you have to be very careful, and this is for all universities, not just Northampton.
That's right.
Uh,
Yeah.
have changed from 5th of October this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the visa rule says that a student has to continue the program for which the CAS was issued.
Mm. Okay.
If they change the program after going to the UK, they will not be eligible for the post study work. So you have to be
Okay.
very careful when you're choosing the institution
Mm-hmm.
and the course that you're choosing. You have
That's
to
a very
look.
important point. That's
Yes.
an important point
Suppose
you have just
they
illustrated.
visa for MBA, and then
Mm-hmm.
after reaching the UK, they say, I want to go into project management. We may allow them to change,
Mm-hmm.
although we will discourage them to do that
Mm-hmm.
because then they will not be eligible for the post study work.
Yeah. So must be very careful, right?
Yes. You have
So we
to, both counselors as well as students need to be very careful what course they are selecting.
Yeah, we must be careful, in advance. Otherwise, we can't just go for
Get
this field trouble. Yeah,
I came for an MBA, but my friend is doing project management. I also want to do project management. Get out of that.
not gonna happen. Okay, that's true. Okay, and some popular programs you're talking about, like computer science, even like business program
Yes.
that is popular in our region.
We have a lot of programs which are always in demand: accounting and finance, events management. We have travel and tourism management both at undergrad and master's level.
Mm-hmm.
Nepal is a very good tourist destination.
It is true.
So again, it depends how you want to take it and what do you want to do with your life. Whether you want to stay in the UK and
Hmm.
try to even UK is a global travel destination.
Right. So I want to touch base with the scholarship. You mentioned like 10, 20, and 30%, depending on the
That
academic
depends
back.
on the academic achievement of the student. And
Hmm.
at undergrad, we are one of the only UK universities which gives them scholarship for the entire duration of the course. Most
Entire duration.
universities give it for the first year. At
Hmm.
Northampton, a student, suppose they get 10% or 15, sorry, or 20 or 30,
Hmm.
depending on their grades in 12th, then that scholarship continues for all the 3 years,
Hmm.
provided they do not fail in between.
Okay.
A
Uh,
year into the program,
mhm.
next year they will not be eligible for scholarship.
Right. I got a question, because you have like pathway, providers, who has the first year degree. For example, you have like a Navitas, offering the year one program. So, like when you have students like coming to the second year, so you have that scholarship available, or you treat them like a fresh.
That will vary. You will have to check with Navitas for that.
Uh huh.
For UNIC, you will have to check with that. But
Okay.
normally, students who are academically weak, they go via Navitas.
Uh huh. That's right.
Otherwise, a student who meets our criteria would have make a direct application. Why would they go through Navitas?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And just in case, for the second year to get into. Hmm.
Courses,
Hmm.
we've introduced what we call as a 0 year.
Zero year. Yeah.
Of course, academically weak student will not be eligible for a scholarship,
Hmm.
but they will be able to get a single CAS. They don't have to apply for two separate CASs. With
Exactly.
Navitas, they will have to go for two separate CASs.
Hmm.
And work restrictions will also be there.
Okay.
If you're coming to a college, you can only work 10 hours per week. If you're coming to a university, you can work 20 hours per week.
Okay. Thank you for like confirming that. We
Yeah.
like covered so many things. Now, I wanna go to the visa guidance. Of course, this is our part, like Bradford's part. Like you said, like before you get the unconditional letter, you will have a credibility interview by your team
Yes.
with every single student to make sure like they are prepared.
Prita ma'am and nobody else does the credibility. Only I am allowed to do that interview.
Okay, great. All right. So about a UK situation, so like about travel ban and we just we talked earlier in the program, but right now when we are like going like one by one, so what is the scenario like? Your students from India, Nepal, and like your region especially, like they've been traveling now, or what is it?
Yeah, traveling. Even I got a student who's about to travel day after tomorrow.
Okay.
But you have to have a negative TB test report and the proper RT-PCR test,
Mm-hmm.
not the one which is a quick one, but
No.
the proper cultured one.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a negative COVID report 70 within 72 hours of travel,
Uh-huh.
and then you will have to have a proper address in the UK where you're going to live.
Okay. Yeah.
You cannot say
Because,
I'll just go and take a hotel and live somewhere. No.
yeah,
So you
because
need
authorities
to
need to
whether
know.
you have a relative or a friend or whether
Mm-hmm.
you're taking university accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
And we strongly recommend the students to take university accommodation because university provides all the support. So
Right.
when you are in quarantine,
Mm-hmm.
they are even delivering food packets to your door and they're not charging you for that.
Wow. Okay.
So
That's
all
good.
that support is being provided.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Good.
even if you go to a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to book it for minimum 15 days if you want to take a private accommodation. First
That's right.
10 days you cannot move out because of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
You need at least 3 to 4 working days to look for an accommodation and move into a private accommodation.
That's true. Okay. That's cool.
So
So
that's
like, mhm.
booking a hotel is an expensive option.
Yeah, that's very expensive. As a student, it is expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. And something you wanna like add beside all this, Punitza?
Uh, well, the university is very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is we started the waterside campus,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole purpose of building this campus was to make it a state of the art campus where already we were delivering programs in blended learning mode.
Mm-hmm. Blended
Imagine
learning. Okay.
an HR in the university, you
Mm-hmm.
are a professor in US, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm addressing my class live in Northampton.
Mm-hmm.
I can have guest lecturers and we all can connect together on a common platform.
Mm-hmm.
Very few UK universities were using what we called as a blended learning mode.
Right.
So Northampton invested close to 330 million pounds to build this state-of-the-art campus.
That's a very good amount of investment for
Yes,
students.
huge
Yeah.
investment even by UK standards.
Mm-hmm.
And we are the only UK university which has got a Ashoka U award from US for
Wow.
social enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we are a TEF gold ranked university. I'll explain you a little bit about TEF because this is where a lot of students get confused.
Right. Right. Yeah. What's the difference between TEF and silver? Let's say gold and silver. What is it like?
And coming to that,
Mm-hmm.
so basically, till the year 2017,
Mm-hmm.
unlike US or Canada, in the
Mm-hmm.
UK, no university is private. All are public universities or all
Okay.
are government funded universities.
True.
And the government, there's a central body called the QA, Quality Assurance Agency, which
Mm-hmm.
monitors and controls all UK universities.
Mm-hmm.
They set up the curriculum, they take care of quality of teaching. Every student's assignment, whether you are studying in Cambridge, whether you're studying at Oxford, whether you're studying in Northampton, Southampton, any of the 130 universities in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
each assignment is checked 3 times. First
Uh,
by the tutor, then it goes to QA. QA will then code that assignment. So you might be a tutor checking your own son's assignment, but you don't know it,
okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
And
That's
the
true.
average of those 3 grades is given to the student. So when those students go to the job market, it
Mm-hmm.
does not make a difference where did you study from.
Okay.
That's the UK education system.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody goes by rankings. Everybody wants to know what is better, what is best, what is not very best,
Mm-hmm.
or what
That's
needs
right.
to improve. So the UK government introduced a system called Teaching Excellence Framework. It is self-explanatory.
Okay. Okay.
Teaching Excellence Framework. That which
Mhm.
university is excellent in teaching.
Right. Teaching Excellence Framework. Yeah. TF.
So that's the full form of TEF.
Mm-hmm.
And they categorized universities into gold category, which is the best, then
Mm-hmm.
the silver category, and then the bronze category.
Uh-huh. Yep.
There might not be too much of a difference also between a
Mm-hmm.
silver and a gold, but
Mm-hmm.
silver can do better to become gold, kind of a thing.
Mm. Yeah,
right?
close to goal, let's say.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
the whole they are the two primary parameters
Hmm.
for the universities to get the ranking. First parameter was what is the student success rate of completing the program and passing rate.
Ah,
So
okay.
our entry criteria is slightly higher. We do not take very poor quality students.
Hmm.
There, without naming a university, there are universities which might accept a student with 45% even. We will not accept that.
Right.
So if
They
you're
are.
taking, there are, and we
Hmm.
all know, right?
Right.
So that's the first thing that we are choosy about the whom we take.
Hmm. Yeah, like there should be a difference between like those and yours. So I understand.
So if you take a good student and you work hard at the university on that student, the student will do better.
Mm-hmm.
He or she will be successful in life, and
Hmm.
so would the university get a better rating.
Exactly, because you invest on the people, like the faculty, the resources, and then the student support services and everything,
Yes,
together. So for that reason, that should be a difference, I guess.
by default.
Mm, that's
Then
great.
the most important thing is you see whether you are in India, whether you are in the US, whether you are in Nepal,
Hmm.
people are investing into education because they want a good career. They want a good employment after doing that course. That's the
Yeah,
whole purpose of going into a degree program.
exactly. Like only the quality, like a degree, let's say, like rewarding degree can be like, let's say,
The top priority was to see that amongst these universities, which university has the highest graduate employability rate.
mm-hmm.
That after finishing the program, in
Hmm.
6 months' time after finishing the program, how
Hmm.
many people were able to go into the job market?
That's important, actually. After all, you're going to the market.
So that is what I said in the beginning
Hmm.
that the UK graduate employability rate currently stands at 76.6%.
Uh,
North graduate employability rate for past 10 years has been between 94 to 96%.
wow, that's
Even by
almost.
UK standards, that's a very good employability rate.
Yeah, that's a great reasons, for many international students, to study at the University of Northampton. Thanks for like, highlighting those things and making clear about like TAFE ranking. And it's pleasure to like, see that.
30 universities, 42 are in the gold category. Now, amongst
Mm.
those 42, there's no 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh,
They're all in gold, then the second batch is in silver, third batch is in bronze.
uh-huh. Yeah, but it's good thing like the UK government has like come up with a new policy, having only few of the institutions on the list to sponsor international students, like the University of Northampton. Like as you know, like many years back, let's say when you talk about the PBS system when it was introduced.
That college system is gone now.
Yeah, I think that's a safe
Because
side now for students.
biggest risk is, especially in times like COVID, for example, if it's a
Uh-huh.
private college, it is shut, your money is gone.
Yeah,
You
that was the high risk before. Yep, and
But in government university, the student will not suffer, whatever is
mhm,
the situation.
mhm.
It's
Yeah.
almost over a year for COVID now,
Mhm.
and our university has not, we have not asked anybody to leave the job. Everybody
That's
is
good thing.
in the job.
That's a good news.
Private institute,
Mhm.
they would have shunted some people out.
Exactly. Yeah. So like per like students safety plus the secured like let's say and very like they are safeguarding students just let's say like that in all aspects. Is just so we're not like damaging the reputation of UK education in the global market, and also like international students have very secured international student life. When once they are there, because the government has made it sure like they are going to going to those institutions which are like like quality checked and are in the let's say are in the scrutiny of the government. That's
Correct.
cool. Yeah, and I personally and together in my company like this way, like how we got to be more excited about working with the universities like the University of Northampton and many others because the government has made it sure.
Pawan, the most important thing is if you maintain quality, then it is long term. Anywhere
Yeah,
in life.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, and then that might not like look good right away, but over the time, like that will win the race. That's right. Okay, that's so nice to hear from you all about these things, and I'm sure, like our viewers on live today, here to here, and also like on the recorded version. I believe, like we'll get more queries, as we've been like receiving very good number of students asking us about UK education, and I'm sure, like we'll get the same kind of support from your offices as well, and we'll start applying now for this May as well as September. So by the way, you are taking the application for September intake now?
Yes, we are taking for both intakes. Both intake
Okay.
applications are open.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a great
So
news.
to
All right.
mention in the application which intake the student wants to go for. May
Yeah.
intake only three programs are there.
All right.
MSc Finance, Project Management, and
Mhm.
MBA.
All right.
Same programs are also available in September intake.
Okay, great. uh,
Uh,
thank
thank,
thank you, Puneet,
thank
sir.
you, Puneet,
And
sir. And
one last question, like if the students do not have like complete documents, let's say we mentioned about like requirements to get the offer. So,
yeah,
like what are the more important things to submit now, and like maybe some transcript, final transcript not
the
become.
most important things is the statement of purpose.
Okay.
Wherever possible, it should be only written by the student, not by the counselor.
Okay. Cool.
Like Australia,
Hmm.
UK government now has UK visa officers are now asking universities to send them the SOP
Hmm.
and the credibility interview sheet along with the CAS when
Hmm.
they are processing the visa applications. So they
Right.
are calling students and asking them questions from their statement of purpose
Hmm.
as part of the visa interview.
That's worth about like writing by like doing some research about the program and the university and the country itself in the statement purpose, so it will prepare the students like to get through that process. But at our office we can like just like give them some guidelines, like this should be the way how you should, but
I'm
we cannot
happy to
just like
guide the student. I'm
yeah.
happy to guide the students.
Hmm.
Your team should be guiding the student, but you should not be writing it for them.
No, 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 because
Right?
they should be capable of that.
Because it's not you or me who's to face an interview. It's the student who has to face an interview. So if
Exactly.
they know what they've written, at least they will be able to face an interview properly.
Hmm. Yeah. So again, I want to just like pull that statics. So this is just like while I was like going through some stats in mid 2020. So I saw this thing. So that means like UK visa application increasing, and there is more much more like an application flooding in. I know,
Yeah,
like thousands of application coming through your office also. So I guess like this is good news, and we want it to like increasing in days to years to come as well. So. Uh, One, like a very like different, but like something related. So what do you think, like you know UK might change the rules like over the years, or do you think it will be changed that quickly?
not really, because they are looking for people who are youngsters who have
Hmm.
at least one UK qualification and can speak English.
Okay.
Opportunities are ample. There's no dearth of jobs, there's no dearth of opportunities. As long as you should be able to communicate in the local language.
Right. Uh-huh.
See, I give an example. When I travel to Nepal, I don't feel I'm coming to a different country because everybody understands Hindi there.
Yeah, that's like a very common language for us, and
Very
like
common.
we watch movies, we like listen to the songs, we enjoy every like bit of like Indian culture,
That's
and we
what I
share
mean.
so many things in between, so there is no doubt. And of course
Rather,
we.
rather, I have more issues when I travel to South India, especially when I go to Kerala or I go to Tamil Nadu. I
Tamil
don't
Nadu.
know Tamil, I don't know
It's very
Kerala.
like
Even within India, I have to talk in English.
that's interesting.
Nepal, I never feel out of home. The reason is a student
Uh-huh.
might be able to understand everything, but the parents might not be very good in English. तो उनसे हम
Uh,
आराम से हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं और उनको
uh-huh.
सारी बात समझ में आ जाती है.
वो सही बात है आपने कहा. Uh-huh.
So that makes a lot of difference.
It does, because it's like eating your own dishes, like than just like trying English breakfast.
Yeah, correct.
Let me correct that a little bit. Uh, Thank you, Puneet, sir, and your whole admissions team at
All the viewers who are watching
Tourism.
this, and we are more than happy to support you, guide you. The university team is really very, very supportive. And one of the evidence for that is, as a father, I could have sent my daughter to any other UK university. The reason
That's
I
right.
chose Northampton for her because it
Mhm.
is very, very supportive.
Exactly. You're
Go to
right.
the website, see the way they've put the campus up, see the videos on the campus, and you'll see that you can actually, you'll be really delighted to see the facilities which are there.
That's very true, and I really honor the way, like how you got your own children into the university, and then you trusted uh, more, like towards the universities. I mean, you trusted more on the university, and then like now. Your children are doing great, and that's the value of real education. And I believe, like the same value is shared with so many incoming international students at the University of Northampton.
Well, education is something what you invest on yourself.
Exactly, that's
It will
very
never
true.
get, it will never get devalued. Rather, it will always appreciate.
Yeah, it does. It does. There's
If
nothing
you
else than
hire
that.
a new car, after 2 years, value will go down.
Hmm.
But if you invest the same money on your education, it'll go
Hmm.
up. It will not go down. It'll
That's
increase your market value. It will not decrease your market value.
that's so true, sir. It's a very valuable words to share with our viewers. Um, Thank you so much, Puneet, sir. I really appreciate your time. And again, once again, thank
Yes.
you to your team, and also like thank you to Sweta ma'am for supporting us,
Thank
sending all the details, and we'll be in touch so often.
you. Wish you a very happy new year and wish that this year is actually happy for everyone.
Yeah,
And we get out of COVID as soon as we can, I would say.
yeah. Thank you, and we wish everyone happy New Year, and the whole team at your office as well. And of course, we have good vibes already started, like beginning this year. So
Good,
let's
good.
look forward to it.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and have a nice day.
Take
Namaste.
care, everybody. Namaste.
Okay, bye bye. All right,
Bye.
viewers, thank you so much for your time, and I hope, like you got a very productive session today, and we'll be happy to continue this session. Uh, Actually, not tomorrow. That's the 20th of January, which is Wednesday. We'll be having a U.S. university, Southeast Missouri State University from Missouri, and we'll have the director, the executive director, Kevin Thimlin, coming live on this platform. Please mark your calendar and ask your questions to us. And again, thanks for watching us live today, and for asking us your questions. Thank you, Mr. Prem and Pradeep. Hope you got your answer. As I can confirm with you that we had a very detailed meeting conversation with our guest today, Mr. Puneet Malhotra from University of Northampton, and we hope for your participation in the coming live session as well. We thank you so much, and we hope you all are staying safe, and happy New Year. See you again. Bye bye.